Hi, fourth graders. Today we're going to talk about multiplication. Specifically, we're going to talk about twos, fours, and eights. So our I can statement is I can multiply by 2, 4, and 8 by using the double strategies. So twos, fours, and eights are pretty special because if you know your twos, you can figure out your fours. If you know your twos, you can also figure out your eights. So they all kind of rely on each other. So to get started, to talk about multiplying by 2. When you multiply by 2, you're just doubling the number. So you've been doing addition for a very long time, and you know, for example, 7 plus 7. Well, 7 plus 7 equals 14 is the same as 2 times 7, or 7 times 2, because you're doing two groups of 7. So you're just doubling that number. So all I did is take my 7 and I doubled it to get to 14. I can think about this in an array. If I had 2 on this side and 7 on here. If you know your 9 plus 9, you also know your 9 times 2. So here's 9 and here's 2. Another way to think about multiplying by 2 is this little um, saying called two-step. So 2 is very fast and fun. Quickly double and you're done. What's that you say? Be more precise. Okay then, just add it twice. So 2 times 2 is 2 doubled. So you're basically doing 2 plus 2 is the same as 2 times 2. What is 2 times 8? Well, it's 8 doubled. So you know 8 plus 8 is 16. So if you know your twos, you can figure out your fours. We call multiplying by fours the double doubles facts. And we call that because you are doubling your twos. So if you can double a number, you can figure out your fours. So if you look here, 4 times 7. So if I have 4 over here and I have 7 up here, it is the same as thinking 2 and 2. And so I have 2 times 7, which is here. And then I'm going to double my 14 and get to 28 because I'm seeing here that 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times another group of 2 is 14. So I am doubling these to get to 24. Same with my 9s. If I have 9 here and 2 here, I can see that I'm just doubling 18 because I know that 9 times 2 is the same as 9 plus 9 equals 18, and I'm just doing that twice. So that's why we call those the double doubles facts. So whenever we're talking about the double doubles facts, we are talking about the number 4. Another way to think of it as 4 is very fast to do when you multiply by 2. Here's a little good advice. Please just always double twice. Okay, so here we go. What is 4 times 4? It is 4 doubled twice. So you double once. 4 plus 4 is 8. Then I can see that if I divide these guys up, I'm really doing 4 plus 4 and 4 plus 4 again. Okay, and then I'm going to get to 16. So that is the strategy to work with fours, which can be really easy peasy when you think of it really as your number doubled twice. Okay, so here 4 times 7, 7 plus 7 is 14, so 14 plus 14 is 28. If you can do your twos and you can do your fours, you can also do your eights. So we call these, wait for it, the doubles facts. And these are your eights. If you can double a number, you can figure out your fours and your eights. Whoa, so do you see how these numbers are really all related? So if you're multiplying by 8, you're going to double the number, then double that product, and then double that product. What, Miss Gill? Okay, 8 times 6 is really 8 times 2 is 12. Then you're going to double your 12 to get to 24. Then you're going to take your 24 and you're going to double it to get to 48. Then you're going to get to 8 times 6 is 48. So if you look over here on the arrays, I'm going to put 8 total, and over here I have 6. Okay, so here I'm going to break this apart. I have 2 times 6, right, which is 12. I have 2 times 6 equals 12, so I'm adding those two together. Then I have 4 times 6, and I'm going to get 224. And if I total those all together, I'm going to get 248. So, 9 times 8? Same thing that we did over there with the 8s. So, I have 9 total. I have 8, but really I have a 2, and a 4. So, some other ways to think about 8 is crazy 8. 8 is very much like 4, simply double once but more, since 2 times 2 is 8. Doubling 3 times works just great. So if you're doing 8 times 8, it's doubling 8 3 times. Doubling once, doubling twice, doubling 3 times. So what's 8 times 6? It's 6 doubled 3 times. Double once, check. 6 plus 6 is 12. Double twice, 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 plus 24 is 48. Okay, so we had some practice problems. Isaac bought 2 cartons of oranges. There are 4 oranges in a carton. How many oranges did he buy? Okay, so I'm going to underline my question. I circled my numbers. I'm going to box some keywords. So how many oranges did he buy? I'm also probably going to box 4 cartons of oranges, and that there are 4 oranges in a carton. Now I'm going to think about how this works. So if I have 2 cartons, so here's a carton, here's a carton. I have 2 of those. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have 2 groups of 4, which means I am really doing 4 plus 4. We know that, but we also know that I'm just doubling my 4, so I'm also doing multiplication. So I'd have total 8 oranges. So now if we can do 2s and 4s. Ooh, here we go. He bought 4 cartons. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I saw from this that in 2 boxes, I had 8 oranges because I did 4 times 2. Basically, I also did 4 plus 4, and I got to 8. So now I can just double that. Okay, again, I'm going to double it again. So I have 4 times 2 is 8. It's also the same as 4 plus 4. Okay, so I can think 4 plus 4 equals 8, and 8 plus 8 equals 16 oranges. So I doubled, and then I doubled again. If Isaac bought 8 cartons of oranges, and there are 4 oranges in each carton, we're going to do what we did before. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on the previous slide, we saw that 4 times 4 equals 16. That means we can also figure out that all these were 16 and all of these were 16. So we are doubling. So we do 4 plus 4 equals 8, or 4 times 2 equals 8. 8 plus 8 equals 16, which we did up here. And now we're going to double that. So 16 plus 16, and you're going to get 32 oranges. So going from what you know your 2's, 8. You know 8 plus 8, 16. You might not know 16 plus 16, but you're going to get there. So we know that 8 times 4 equals 32. So just to wrap up, we talked about the double strategy. Whenever you're multiplying by 2's, you just double the number. We also talked about the double doubles, which is you're going to double your 2's. Then we also talked about the double double doubles, which basically means you are doubling 3 times.